Hey guys, I'm Zuri and I'm back with another video. I'm sure we've all heard nursery rhymes as a little kid, but we never stopped to think about where they came from. Now, I have recently researched the origins of nursery rhymes and I have realized that they're actually pretty dark. The origins for the nursery rhymes are pretty twisted, and this is because back in the olden days, 1800s, 1900s, maybe 1700s, people weren't free to speak their opinion. They couldn't just say how they felt. Like nowadays, you can just make a video saying whatever you want, saying how you feel, but back then, they couldn't express their opinion freely without the fear of being killed. So they had to disguise their opinion somehow, and a way to do this was to put them in song or put them in nursery rhymes in a way that anyone hearing it would not think, oh, this is what they're talking about. You'd have to think twice, maybe even 3 times to understand that this was what they were talking about. So I am going to read to you a couple of the dark, twisted origins of some of the nursery rhymes that you might have heard growing up as a kid. Get you in the Halloween spirit early. And I'm filming this at nighttime, so I'm probably going to scare myself. Anyway, here we go. The first nursery rhyme I have here is Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater. Now, I always thought this was a weird rhyme as a kid, and it turns out it's even weirder than I thought. It goes like this. Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. See what I mean? Weird. I thought that because his wife wasn't nice to him, or he just couldn't be with his wife for whatever reason, he made her a house out of pumpkin and she lived there. So like, I don't know, he just put her in the backyard in her little pumpkin house and she was okay and stuff. That's what I thought, because in the nursery rhyme books they had the nursery rhyme on one side and the picture on the other, and the picture usually showed his wife in a cute little pumpkin house, but it turns out he didn't put her in a pumpkin house. According to the article I found on my handy dandy laptop, Peter's wife was a prostitute. And because divorce wasn't a very popular idea back then, he killed her and put her body in a pumpkin shell. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. Now, I have one question about this. The title of the nursery rhyme is called Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater, suggesting that Peter eats pumpkin. So, did he eat the pumpkin he put her body in? With her body in it? You know what? I think we're better not knowing the answer to that question. Next rhyme. The next nursery rhyme I'm going to be telling you about is Mary, Mary, Quite Contrary. So for those of you who don't know, the nursery rhyme goes like this. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how did your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. Sounds like a lovely little poem, isn't it? It's not. I never really understood this poem as a kid. Yes, I understood that some random lady named Mary had a garden, but I didn't understand what the silver bells or cockle shells have to do with anything. Now I know exactly what they had to do with it. This nursery rhyme is actually about Bloody Mary. You may know her as the ghost that pops out of mirrors. Mirrors like that one back there, conveniently in my room. But according to the article that I found on my laptop, Mary was actually the daughter of King Henry VIII. And when she became queen, she killed a lot of Protestants. Now, I'm not too sure of the whole history behind this. You can look it up yourself. But she killed a lot of people who were in the Protestant religion. I apologize if I'm pronouncing Protestant incorrectly. I think it's Protestant or Protestant. I think it's Protestant. I apologize. Anyway, she killed a lot of people who were in that religion. And because she killed all of these people, she was known as Bloody Mary. The garden refers to this cemetery, and that the more she killed, the more deaths they were, and the more her garden, the cemetery, grew. The question, how does your garden grow, leads us to how she killed her victims, with cockle shells and silver bells. to torture devices. I'm not going to look up exactly what silver bells and cockle shells were or how she used them, because the fact that they were torture devices is enough for me. And the line "pretty maids all in a row" is actually referring to the lines of people who had to stand and await their deaths. So yeah, not such a pretty nursery rhyme anymore now, is it? The last nursery rhyme that I'm going to be talking about today is "Ring Around the Rosie." The rhyme goes like this: ring around the rosy, pockets full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. You may know this as a song and game where everyone holds hands and skips around in a circle. I actually played this game a lot as a kid, but stopped when someone told me what it actually meant. So this nursery rhyme is actually about the Great Plague of London that struck in 1665. The first line of the rhyme, "Ring around the rosy," references to the red ring-like rash that appeared on your skin if you had the plague. And the people back then believed that the plague was carried by bad smells, so they carried around pockets of posies, which are flowers, which explains the second line, pockets full of posies. And the second to last line, ashes, ashes, refers to how they disposed of the body, which was by burning them, cremation. And we all fall down, well, that one's self-explanatory. They all fall down because the plague struck them down. Sorry, respect for those who passed. Sorry. So yeah, now you know the meanings behind some of your favorite childhood nursery rhymes. I'm sorry if I destroyed your childhood. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below if you knew any of these and if you know any more, because I know there are a lot of nursery rhymes that I haven't heard, and a lot of nursery rhymes with different origins and meanings that I haven't looked at. I only chose 3 because those were the 3 that stood out to me that I thought were a little bit creepy and dark, but I'm sure there are a lot more creepy ones and a lot more dark ones, and just, if you want to go scare yourself, you might want to research them. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see my face some more and some other content from me. I will see you next time. Bye!